They changed my name. They took my language. I don't hear our songs anymore.
Why can't we play outside?
From this day forward, you will live by our rules. Your customs, your language tech, they no longer matter. We speak for this house now.
Long ago, before the world called it Africa, there lived a strong, wise man named Alkebulan. But Alkebulan was no ordinary man. He was the land itself. His voice was the wind. His arms were the forest, and his footsteps shaped the mountains. Beside him stood a kind and powerful woman, AFI, the spirit of Alkebulan, freedom and identity. Together, they were the heart and soul of the continent. Alkebulan and AFI had many children. Each one was special, and each one carried a piece of the land spirit. Their children were named after the regions of their great home: North, South, East, West, and Central. These children grew with laughter, music, and wisdom. Each one brought something beautiful to the family. Under the care of Alkebulan and AFI, the children lived in harmony. Their home was full of colors, languages, songs, and laughter.
We come in peace. We bring gifts. We want to learn from you.
One bright afternoon, as birds sang and children played, there was a knock at the door. Strange visitors arrived, dressed in shiny clothes, speaking strange words. Alkebulan and AFI welcomed them with open arms. They shared food, stories, and music. But slowly, things began to change. The visitors started moving things around. They made new rules. The guests were no longer friendly. They became invaders. They argued, divided the rooms, and made the children follow rules that weren't theirs.
They changed my name. They took my language. I don't hear our songs anymore.
Why can't we play outside?
Alkebulan, who was once towering and majestic, now appears slightly diminished in size. His majestic robe of vines and golden threads has faded, with little or nothing left of it. His rooted arms now look more human than elemental, and his glowing beaded hair has lost its light. It looks up at the foreigners with a solemn expression. AFI is also smaller in frame. Her once gleaming royal gown is now simpler, her jewelry fewer. Though she remains composed, her eyes carry sadness. She holds her hands together as if trying to protect the memory of what was. Alkebulan tried to protect his children, but the invaders seemed to be more powerful. Some children were taken across great oceans, others stayed behind, but even they were treated like strangers. Even Alkebulan's own name was now taken away. The land was no longer called Alkebulan. A new name, Africa, was written on maps and in books. But AFI, the mother, whispered to her children in her dreams. She reminded them, "Remember who you are." And across the land, brave men and women rose like the sun after a long night. They stood for freedom. They remembered Alkebulan. They honored AFI. Even when the path was hard and the world seemed against them, they never gave up. Their names and the names of countless others live in our stories, our songs, and in every heartbeat of this continent. Today, the children of Alkebulan have grown into 54 proud nations. The home is healing, the family is rising, and the spirit that once lit our past is now lighting our way forward. From the bustling cities to the quiet villages, from the soaring deserts to the deep green forests, Alkebulan's children are rising with pride in their laughter, in their songs, in the way they dress and tell stories. The spirit of the land is alive again. Although we are now called Africa, our true identity isn't lost. We've taken up this name with pride, not because we have forgotten our history, but because we carry it boldly in our hearts, using it to build a stronger future together. By learning our history, celebrating our culture, and sharing our stories, we keep the spirit of Alkebulan and AFI alive in our hearts. So dear young explorer, wherever you live in Africa or anywhere around the world, whether you know your tribe or are still searching, remember you are a child of Alkebulan. You are a part of a powerful story, a story filled with love, courage, and pride. We may come from different places, but our history connects us. We've faced struggles, but we've also stood strong together. And when we stand united, we can do amazing things. Always remember this, our past may have been difficult, but you have the power to shape the future with love, with unity, and with hope. Let's unite for a brighter tomorrow, because only then can Africa regain its strength, pride, and rightful place in the world.